Everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. Today I'm going to do a review of a shoe sneaker that many of you have been asking me to review since you have seen me, since you've helped me decide which colorway to get on Instagram, and since you have seen me wear it on Instagram. So for those of you who want to see me wear it and on foot, kind of mod shots, go to Super Dacob on my Instagram profile, and you could check out those there. I will be throughout the video also kind of just, fading them in and out of the video, the images from Instagram as well. So you could just stay tuned and check that out as well. We're going to talk about Rick Owens, the Mastodon, the Rick Owens Mastodon for Fall Winter 16. The cardboard boxes, to begin with, flimsy. They're not what they used to be. The Rick Owens for Adidas shoes had much better boxes, very sturdy. They were great. Now they're kind of just whatever. Not really liking them. The tags are also kind of not as thick as they used to be. They used to be like really cool cardboard. And we get a little paper inside that says, due to the exclusive design and materials, these shoes are not guaranteed to perform like Adidas athletic shoes. Unique materials are at times used on our products to create distinctive looks. These materials may require special care. Some recommendations include avoiding damp environment, prolonged exposure to sunlight, and other conditions that may stress the materials. The leather on our products is finely crafted with special tanning processes. Please understand that irregularities in the color and grain are usual characteristics of natural skin. Color migration may occur. This is true. It happened to me in the past, especially with black colored shoes. So we have the package here. This is the black version. A lot of paper in there. That's one. This is the right shoe with the Adidas Mastodon logo there. That's the bottom. We have the Adidas logo in the back of the shoe right there. And on the tongue, the Rick Owens logo. But let's get it's too many boxes. I'm so annoyed by all these boxes and papers. Here is the other one. So let's put them together. The leather is very soft. Now, mind you, you can see that when we compare the blacks, this is also black. This is, well, of course, cotton. This is leather. And you can see that this black has more of a blue base rather than a red base. So it's kind of a more cooler shade of black. It is black nevertheless. It's just a light. I mean, it appears to be almost grayish bluish, but it's black. And it's supposed to be, reminiscent of a Superstar. Adidas Superstar, in addition with a sort of platform sole, which is very elevated, and slightly wider at the bottom than it is on top, so that when you look at it from the top, it's like a wavy, let's come as close as possible so you could see this. Here you have this kind of dent inside. The leather is very soft. They do exist also in a more structured leather, more kind of Rick Owens-y perhaps, if you wish. But they cost way more, and the sole would be in contrast, and it would be like a gray, muddy gray hue, like a lighter muddy hue of the sole, and then the upper would be a darker gray brown. kind of like them all in one tone. The only gray we have is the Adidas Mastodon logo on the side. The only Rick Owens mention we have is on the tongue here. It says Adidas Rick Owens collection. Autumn Winter 2016. So that is an interesting addition as well, because with, you know, stating the collection that these shoes are coming from is new. They did not do that for the past seasons and collaborations between Rick Owens and Adidas. This is the first time. The inside is also full on leather, and it has a leather sole, and it says Adidas and Rick Owens on it. So yeah, that's not going to be visible, but it's in there, and it's all black. It might be more visible in the white version. Now, I do have the white version as well. As far as this softer grain leather without the kind of awkwardy pattern that the more expensive version of the shoe has, this leather, I cannot tell you what leather it is, because the tag does not state if this is calfskin, if it's goat or sheep or something. It's slightly stretchy, that's for sure, and extremely soft. And this you're going to notice especially here on this side. So I have heard people saying that they are afraid that it might rip because the leather is super soft. I've been wearing the white ones for quite some time now. I'm going to get to them. But before I show the white ones, actually, I want to tell you, I'm also making this experiment to figure out, they're not white, they're called milk, okay? The Rick Owens milk color is a white color. A lot of people love to keep their sneakers clean. When it comes to Rick Owens, I love things to live. I mean, it's kind of in a way also his perception of things, I guess. Whether or not we agree with it is a different issue, but as far as this milk color tone is concerned, I love the milk tone getting a patina, you know, like getting a really old look. Could be dirty, could be just both the leather and the rubber on the bottom absorbing just oxygen and dirt in general, and then, you know, getting a sort of a lived look. So I have had these for some time now. Let me put one on the floor. Let's say 2 weeks. And in these 2 weeks, I haven't cleaned them. This is what you get. This is how they look like. They didn't get too dirty, but I kind of really like them. I would like them to get even more lived. Now we can look on the inside, because it's white. So the inside is basically the same as the outside. We have a soft leather down there, super sturdy and soft, and it says Rick Owens and Adidas. We have the only black here, the only two blacks here are contrast. On the tongue, we have the logo. And again, it states Adidas and Rick Owens Fall Winter 16. And then we have the Adidas Mastodon on the side. Now, comfort. First 7 days, and I had to wear them every day. Well, let's say 6, up to 6 days. It's kind of painful because, first of all, I would suggest you to get half a size bigger than what you usually would get. So if I'm usually an 8.5, I would go for a 9. And in fact, these here are a UK 9. It's a UK 9 and they are made in China. I tried the UK 8.5 and it was just super tight and super painful. The 9, you know, just half a size jump I felt like the jump was bigger than with other sneakers. And in particular, with these, they're kind of tight here. Now, that's where my pain issues were, because I felt pressure on the side there, on the outer side. So, but after 6 to 7 days of wearing them almost nonstop, nonstop, I wouldn't wear 2 or 3 sneakers that day. I would just wear that sneaker for the day. So let's say maybe 8 to 10 hours of wear a day. Now the pain is gone. The shoe has kind of loosened up a little bit, and it's adapted to my foot. So there's absolutely no pain whatsoever. They're super comfy right now. They are, however, extremely heavy. Like this thing is, what is it, a kilo or more? It's super heavy. Like this rubber is full on rubber. It's not hollow on the inside. It's like very flexible and bendable. It's not a hard rubber like a lot of how would you say, like a lot of superstar sneakers would be. You know, they kind of tend to not be very bendable. The rubber is very robust and just not flexible. But this one is super flexible, and it's also almost kind of like squishy because you could like squish into it. You could press it, and I think see how bendable, even though they're so chunky and huge, they're extremely comfortable because they're so bendable. Look at that. Don't do this with your shoes if you don't want to damage them, but anyway, whatever. So I think that's a very good point. They're extremely soft and comfortable because of their flexibility. And after that 7-day wear, you're good to go. Do I prefer black or white? Now, both of them are the same type of leather, you know, this kind of softer leather without the weird, I don't know what you would call it, the more expensive version of this one that looks more Rick Owens-y with, what would it be, like some sort of weird crocodile, it's not even reptile, it's just some weird pattern on the leather. I really don't like it. But, so of the flatter kind of mid-grain leather, they only exist in black and white like that. And then the contrasting sole and upper only exists with the weird other pattern, but they cost more, as I said. I would suggest them. I do believe that they're quite pricey. I don't know whether or not this high price has to do with molding of this piece, because, I mean, I guess the mold isn't... The Superstar mold is not new. It's been done before, obviously. But the bottom sole, I don't know if here we have some new molding going on. I'm not so sure if Adidas did this in the past. You can see that the sole kind of goes out in the back a little. So the entire kind of sole goes like from down up. It almost like opens up like that. And then there's a curve, and then on top of it sits the shoe. Very, very sturdy. Also, there's an extra padding added on the sides here, upper sides. Very soft. They really are comfortable. Even the tongue on the inside is leather, not just on the outside. So, yeah, compared to you know, the price tag of other Rick Owens shoes, like his own brand without collaborations with other brands, I would say they definitely are cheaper than those. But compared to Adidas collaboration price range sneakers, I would say they're a little bit overpriced. I think perhaps maybe, I don't know if for Adidas it wouldn't have been acceptable, but at least like $100 less would have been a bit less painful to consider. But then again, now they're kind of, you know, I mean, let's see. They just hit the stores. A lot of the stores are just getting them in right now, or have gotten them just in a couple of weeks ago. And I mean, you know, you always see how well a sneaker did or does when sales begin. So sales for fall winter would be somewhere like December, either right before Christmas or right after Christmas, or early January. And then you're going to see like if any of them are left, what sizes are left. Depending on that, we're going to know whether or not this shoe has been a success or not. I think compared to the past seasons, and especially the Rick Owens Runner, the first one that was released in 2014 and now is still being released, I think this one is more successful because it is more expensive. It's like €150 more expensive, and it's still, there's like more requests for this one than for the Runner, but maybe because the Runner has been out for several seasons already, so the rush to get the Runner is quite low at the moment from my personal experience. And also if we compare it to the Tech Runner or the Springblades, I think the Springblades were amazing. They sold very well. The Tech Runner kind of had its crescendo, and it like started off slow, but then by the end of the season, everybody wanted one, but then by then they were like sold out everywhere. So I think this one might end up having the same fate of being gone by the time sales kick in. So if you want one, try to hunt it down on time, because you might regret it after that, because the season after this one, there is no Mastodon coming. So spring summer 17 will not see Mastodons. Maybe fall winter 17, but nobody knows at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. And the mod shots, you know, me wearing the sneaker on foot from Instagram are going to be, or have been placed, depending on, you know, where they're going to be in the video. So you can check that out as well. And that covers it, basically. I think they're overpriced. I think the packaging is too flimsy. However, they are extremely comfortable if you know, manage to kind of wear them for a week and go through the painful process. Then they fit like a glove. They're super comfortable after that. Colorways amazing. The milk, dirty, gorgeous. Black is easy to keep clean. There's nothing really to clean. So yeah, let me know if you have this sneaker, if you like it or if you don't like it, because, you know, usually Rick Owens polarizes a lot. People either hate him or love him, which is great in my book, because I think polarizing people are always the most interesting people to follow and whose progress to look after. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. No matter whether or not you decide to go for a mastodontic piece of footwear, and no matter if people judge you for it, look at you, point at you, and make you feel like an idiot, don't ever give up on love and just wear whatever you love to wear. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.